Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Cup, where fans from across the country battle it out in a test of football trivia. We started with a pair of fans from each of the top 64 clubs in the country, but only 2 teams will make it all the way to the final for the chance to play for 1,000 smackaroonies and this trophy. Look at her. Absolutely gorgeous. Jim White just polishing it there for you. I'm Ollie Klink, and over there is the talkSPORT Cup fact machine, Angelina Kelly. How are you doing, Ange? You all right?
I'm all good. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Today's fixture is a first-round tie between Preston North End and Stockport County. So let's meet the teams. Representing Preston North End, we have Mike and Joey. How are you doing, lads? You well?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. You?
Good, good. We've got a real range of shirts here, I think. Mike, yours maybe goes back a bit.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not a 90s one, that, is it?
No. This is the sort of shirt that would have been worn by Bill Shankly.
OK, representing Stockport County, we have John and Sarah. How did you guys meet as a couple? Was it through football at all?
At Stockport County, yeah. On the coach to an away day.
On an away day.
No way. No, what was the game? Do you remember?
At Walsall
There
away.
you go. She remembers everything.
It was my birthday.
It was
I
your
remember.
birthday. We'd been together near enough a year.
Just over a year, yeah.
And then I contacted Stockport and I said, look, we obviously met on an away day. I want to do something special. So me and Stockport County worked together to get her on the pitch at half-time for me to propose.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way. We're not here for fun, though. We're here for football. So let's get on with the quiz. The first round is the home advantage round. Each team will get 3 home questions about the club they support and 3 away questions, which could be about anything. It's 1 point for a correct answer. They are allowed to confer, but if they get the answer wrong, it goes over and can be stolen by the other team. So, we'll start with you, Preston, your first home question. Who did Preston lose to in the first round of the EFL Cup last season in 2023-24? Who did Preston lose to in the first round of the EFL Cup last season in 2023-24?
Salford City.
Absolutely right. Well done. You're off the mark. Preston North End. What was the score? Do you remember?
It went to penalties, I think.
Angelina?
4-2 on penalties, and it was after a 2-2 draw.
OK, Stockport, your first home question. Who did Stockport beat to record their first league win of last season in 2023-24 in their 4th game of the campaign?
Mansfield, no.
Because Walsall was the second.
Walsall, we've got MK Dons.
It's not MK Dons, so it does go over to Preston North End.
Have a wild guess. Peterborough.
They're not the same league.
It's not Peterborough, I'm afraid. No, it was Barrow. That was the team you were looking for. We move on. Preston, this is your first away question. Which African national team's nickname is the Black Stars?
South Africa.
It's not South Africa.
Ghana.
It is Ghana. Very well done. There, Stockport.
Give us
you're
more
on the
away
board.
ones.
Angelina.
Yeah, the Black Star comes from a shipping line incorporated by Marcus Garvey, which operated from 1919 to 1922.
Stockport, your first away question. Which African national team's nickname is the Elephants?
Ivory Coast.
Straight off the bat, absolutely right. Very, very well done indeed, Angelina.
Yeah, so at Ivory Coast matches, the Elephant supporters, they typically have a percussion band that mimics the sound of an elephant travelling through a forest.
Yeah, and it's never annoying. Absolutely
No.
never.
The Vuvuzela.
From which club did Emile Rees join Preston in 2020?
Randers.
Very well done. That is right. Yes. Stockport, your second home question. Who scored a hat-trick for Stockport in August 2009 away at Brighton?
What do you think? Go for it.
Beckett.
It's incorrect. It does go over.
Madden.
It's not Madden either. It was Carl Baker.
And that was in a 4-2 win.
OK, Preston, your second away question. Which country made their European Championship debut at Euro 2024?
Slovenia.
It's not Slovenia, so it goes across to Stockport.
I'm going to go Georgia.
And it was the right choice.
Get in.
Well done. Yes, it was Georgia. Angelina.
Yeah, and it was during this tournament that they beat Portugal 2-0, which was considered one of the biggest upsets in the competition's history.
OK, Stockport, your second away question. Which country from England's group at Euro 2012 were making their European Championship debut?
I'm going to say Iceland.
It's not Iceland.
I don't know. You pick a name.
Albania.
Not Albania either. It was Ukraine.
Ukraine.
That's who you were looking for, Angelina, yeah?
Yeah, the tournament was co-hosted by Poland and Ukraine, who were both first-time hosts.
Your third and final home question. Who scored a hat-trick for Preston in their 6-4 win away at Leeds in 2010?
John Parkin.
Absolutely right. Well done. Yes, John Parkin.
Do you know who scored the other 3 goals?
Ian Hume, Callum Davidson and Keith Tracy.
Yes, but no extra points.
Not often Preston score 6. So very good there. OK, Stockport, your third home question. Which club were promoted from the National League along with Stockport in 2022?
I think it's Wrexham.
It's not Wrexham, so it goes across to Preston.
Yeah.
Gonna need an answer.
Forest Green.
It's not Forest Green, it was Grimsby. It was Grimsby. Angelina.
Yeah, they beat Solihull Moors in the playoff final.
OK, Preston, your final away question. Which former Coventry City striker was joint winner of the Premier League Golden Boot in 1997-98?
Robbie Keane.
Really don't know. Just take a guess at the Coventry player from that era.
Robbie Keane.
It's not Robbie Keane. It goes across to Stockport.
Conferring, we've got Dublin or Huckabee, and we're going to say Huckabee.
You chose the wrong one. I'm
No.
afraid it was Dion Dublin. Unlucky there, Angelina.
Yeah, he scored 18 goals that season, sharing the top goal scorer award with Michael Owen and Chris Sutton.
Clearly not fans of Homes Under the Hammer then. Didn't go for Dion Dublin. Unlucky there, though. Very close to snatching that one. OK, Stockport, your final away question. In the 1998-99 Premier League season, 3 players were joint top scorers. Michael Owen, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and who?
I think it's Andy Cole.
It's not Andy Cole. So, Preston, your chance to snatch this one.
Either Man United or Arsenal player, so I was thinking Thierry Henry. When was it? 98, 99?
It was 98-99.
Before Henry or... Who did they have? Bergkamp?
It should be before Henry, wouldn't it? Ian Wright.
Yeah.
It
Bergkamp.
could be. I mean,
He was doing Dwight York as well, weren't they?
yeah.
Dwight York and Bergkamp.
Bergkamp, I think.
Bergkamp.
I think you said Dwight York there, did you?
Yeah.
It was Dwight York, I'm afraid. Very unlucky there, Preston. Stockport secretly fist bumping that.
We were York or Cole.
Yeah.
There we go. And there he is, Dwight York, Angelina.
Yeah, and it was 18 goals each that they got.
Yeah, fantastic. That's treble winning season as well, isn't it? So there had to be a United player in there. Unlucky though, guys, mirroring Stockport a bit there. OK, so after the first round, which felt pretty tight, what are the scores looking like?
You're right, it's currently all square at 3-3.
Wow, what a start. OK, round 2 is the Bravado round. Each question in this round is worth 3 points. I'll ask the contestants a question and they'll bid for how many correct answers they think they can give me. Whoever believes they can give me the most will have 90 seconds to name them. But crucially, if they fail to reach their number or give an incorrect answer, the opposition can steal all of the points by simply naming one correct answer. So, if you're both ready, this is your first question of the Bravado round. I want to know, how many Czech players can you name who have made at least 100 appearances in the Premier League? There are 10 players from the Czech Republic who have made 100 or more Premier League appearances. How many can you name? You don't need to give me their first name, just the last name is fine. You have 20 seconds. Have a quick chat with your partner and then we'll start the bidding. You been to the Czech Republic, Ange?
No, I've not actually.
Have you not?
I feel like you have.
I have. Been to Prague.
Nice
Did a bit of
weekend in
history.
Prague, yeah.
Went on one of those beer bikes.
Oh, I can see you on a beer bike.
never again. It was good exercise.
Yeah,
But-
that's not what you want on a holiday, though.
Yeah, very wobbly legs once I got off.
Well, the beer and the bike combined, that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
what
I'm going to
made
blame the
that.
bike, but
blaming
maybe,
the beer.
maybe it was the nine or so beers that I
Might
had as
have
well. Great place, though. Great place. Okay, 5 more seconds, guys. Okay, that's time. So, Preston, I'm going to come to you first to start the bidding. How many do you think you can name?
5.
Okay, you're going to start the bidding with 5. Stockport, you're going to come back on that?
I think name them.
Okay, here we go then. Preston, they've called your bluff. So, you have 90 seconds to name them. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it and it will be locked in. You have 90 seconds, starting from now.
Thomas Suchek.
Thomas Suchek, 1.
Milan Boros.
Milan Boros, 2.
Petr Cech.
Petr Cech, 3.
Vladimir Smica.
Vladimir Smica, 4.
Patrick Berger.
Patrick Berger, 5. So those answers are now locked in, but are they correct? They are correct. Very well done there from Preston North End. Angelina, who else could they have had then? 5 more?
You could have had Thomas Rosicky, you could have had Ludek Miklasko, Pavel Sinicek, Vladimir Kufal, and Matej Vidra.
Second question in the Bravado round. I want to know how many of England's goal scorers from the last 2 World Cups you can name. There are 13 players who scored for England, not including penalty shootouts, at the 2018 and 2022 World Cups. How many can you name? So another 20 seconds, have a quick chat with your partner, and then we'll start the bidding again. Oh, 2018 was glorious. It was glorious. Do you remember the sun was out, everyone's in a great mood. A load of players were scoring goals. I'm not going to mention who they were.
No, do not
I'm not
mention.
going to mention who they were. Amazing memories of that. Last 2 World Cups, 2018 and 2022.
Oh, I'm thinking I'm going Euros.
Sorry, what years?
2018 and 2022.
Euros with that. I think that's gone past there.
So 5 more seconds. See if you can remember any more of those scores. There were 13. Okay, that is time. This time I'm going to come to Stockport first to open the bidding. So how many do you think you can name?
8.
Got to start with 8. Okay, Preston, can you come back on that?
No, we're not going to get that.
Okay, so it's on to you then, Stockport. You have 90 seconds to name them. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it and give the count and it'll be locked in. You have 90 seconds starting from now.
Kane.
Kane, 1.
Foden.
Foden, 2.
Grealish.
Grealish, 3.
Sterling.
Sterling, 4.
Rashford.
Rashford, 5.
Rice.
Rice, 6.
Trippier.
Trippier, 7.
Maguire.
Maguire, 8. So those answers are now locked in, but are they correct? You've just missed out by 1 there, Stockport, which means that if Preston, you can name 1 correct answer that they haven't named yet, you will steal the points.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw is the answer, but is it correct?
It is not correct.
Angelina, what was the one that Stockport got wrong?
It was Declan Rice.
Was it?
Yeah.
Rice.
Some of the names that you could have had, Dele Alli, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Bukayo Saka, and John Stones.
John Stones. Very unlucky there, Stockport. You went for it there.
tried.
OK, after that round then, what do the scores look like, Angelina?
So as it stands, it is 6-3 to Preston.
Oh, Preston, building up a bit of a lead then. Stockport, don't worry, there's plenty of time left. round 3 is the Guess Who round. In this round, I will give the teams clues. These could be about a player, a manager, a club, or even a stadium. As soon as they think they know who or what I'm talking about, they can buzz in and have a guess. But if they get it wrong, they'll be locked out and the other team can hear a full list of all of the clues before giving an answer. There are 2 points per correct answer in this round. Okay, fingers on buzzers. To start with, I want a player. This player made his breakthrough in the Fulham senior side in 2016, aged 16. He made an instant impact, becoming the first footballer born in the 2000s to score a goal in a first-team...
Sessegnon.
Yeah, it is Ryan Sessegnon. Very, very well done. Stockport early buzz there. And there he is. Another player this time. This player began his club career in 1995 as an attacking midfielder with his hometown club, Brescia, winning the Serie B title in 1997. He signed for Serie A club Inter Milan a year later, but moved to cross-city rivals AC Milan in 2001. He won 2 Serie A titles and 2 Champions Leagues with Milan.
Maldini.
It's not Maldini, so you hear the rest of the clues here, Preston. He won 2 Serie A titles and 2 Champions Leagues with Milan, playing in a deeper role than he had in his youth. He departed for Juventus in 2011, where he won 4 consecutive Serie A titles. In 2015, he joined MLS club New York City FC, where he played for 2 years before retiring in 2017. This player famously scored a Panenka penalty for Italy against England in 2012.
Pirlo.
It is Pirlo. OK, another player for both of you. This player began his career in the Ivory Coast. He then moved to Belgian side KSK Beveren in 2004. In 2007, he moved to Ligue 1 side Le Mans. In 2009, he moved to Lille, helping the side win the Coupe de France in his final season. He was sold to Arsenal in 2011 and was sent off on his Premier League debut for slapping Joey Barton. In 2013, he moved to Roma for €8 million. In 2016, he moved to China before moving to Parma 2 years later. Following short stints in Turkey and Greece, he retired in 2023. He also made 88 appearances for the Ivory Coast, scoring 23 goals.
Oh, I know his name, but I know him, but I can't think of his name.
So is it that?
It's not him. Saliba.
It's not. Give me a name.
I can't think of a name.
No.
I can't think. No.
No, OK. It was Gervinho. That was the player you were looking for there. This time, I want a club. This club was talkSPORT's Darren Bent's second professional club. Their first Premier League season was in the 98-99 season. Their most commonly used nickname is the Addicts. Stockport?
Charlton.
It is Charlton Athletic. Very, very well done. You were very close there, Preston, on the buzzer. Next up, another club. This team is based in northern Spain. They are also known as Los Leones, or the Lions. They won the Copa del Rey in the 23-24 season and have won the trophy the second most times out of any Spanish club.
Real Betis.
It's not Real Betis.
Bilbao.
It is Bilbao. OK, now I want the name of a stadium. Built from 1993 to 1996 at a cost equivalent to €140 million, this is the largest stadium in Holland. It was one of the stadiums used during UEFA...
Johan Cruyff Arena.
It is the Johan Cruyff Arena. Finally, who's this? This former player began his managerial career as an interim at Derby County. After keeping the side up, he got the full-time position. However, he ultimately left the club in 2022. He then moved to DC United, where he failed...
Wayne Rooney.
It is Wayne Rooney, yes. Very, very well done. After that round, Stockport with a few good answers there. How are the scores looking, Angelina?
It stands at 11 for Stockport and 10 for Preston.
Oh, my word. Very, very tight.
County.
Indeed, yeah. Fantastic round for you there. fourth and final round is the stoppage time round. There will be 90 seconds on the clock. I'll ask you quick fire questions. If you think you know the answer, just buzz in. It's 2 points for a correct answer, but if you get it wrong, you will lose a point. Okay, are you ready? Fingers on buzzers. So much to play for. 90 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Which Portuguese player was the last to score a penalty in regulation time in an FA Cup final? It was Bruno Fernandes. In what year did England draw 0-0 with Brazil at the World Cup? It was 1958. Which country did FC Sheriff come from? It was Moldova. Which Premier League club were originally called Dial Square? It was Arsenal. In which city is the 2025 Champions League final being held?
Munich.
It is Munich. At which old ground was the Chicken Run situated? That was Upton Park. Which former Republic of Ireland striker is the only player to score a Premier League hat-trick for Stoke? I'm afraid answer not quick enough there. It was Jonathan Walters, who is England's leading World Cup appearance maker. That's Peter Shilton. Which former Liverpool striker scored the only goal of the Euro 2008 final?
Fernando Torres.
It was Fernando Torres. When the League Cup first became sponsored in 1981, what was it called?
The Milk Cup.
It was the Milk Cup. After Mo Salah, which Egyptian has scored the most Premier League goals?
Oh.
It's Mido. Which Argentinian was the first player to be sent off in a World Cup final? And that is time. I will take your answer, Stockport.
Simeone.
It wasn't Simeone. It was Pedro Monzon, I'm afraid. Well, what a final round that was. Wow. That was extremely tight. Wow, a very tight final round. But what does it all mean? Angelina, what are the final scores?
That was very tense, I will say. Final score, 15-10 to Preston.
Preston, very well done. Brilliant work there, especially in that final round.
Well done.
Yeah, and Stockport, I'm afraid you leave with nothing. Well, I say that, but you actually will leave with the talkSPORT trivia game. So you can have some practice, maybe on the
we need it.
on the away days on the way down. But yeah,
Good luck with everything.
Thanks a lot.
yeah, well, fantastic. Well, very good work today.
Thanks for that today.
Wow, well done.
And we'll look forward to playing Stockport with you coming up, not us.
Well, you never know, man. You never know. Anyone you'd like to play in the next round?
Burnley. I think we just got to
Be
play a
Burnley,
rival.
Lancashire Derby. That's it for another episode of the talkSPORT Cup. We'll see Preston in the second round, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.